Charlie Clark and Tulsi take on college kids at U of Arizona. That is what we are going to be checking on today's video. So let's quickly watch this video together, okay?
Are we ready to make Trump the next president of the United States this November? All right, we're going to have some fun here. And as you guys know, it's an open mic. And also joining us is Tulsi Gabbard today. Give it up.
Aloha. Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Look at that sea of red hats. I love that, everybody. All right,
Thanks a lot.
this conversation today, we want to keep it focused on the election, questions you guys have about that. So we really want to stay focused on that. As you guys know, this is a lot of fun. Free speech is respected here on the right. And I'll tell you, this is pretty amazing to see in Tucson, of all places, everybody. This is pretty great. So we have a question here from somebody.
Hi, Charlie. My name's Bryce. That's very loud. I wasn't expecting this many people to come here. But I recently just came out as they, them. And I was talking to my guys over there at the White Dudes for Harris. And we were talking about like who we were voting for and everything. So obviously I'm going to be voting for Kamala Harris because Taylor Swift is. But this was a question that I kind of wanted to ask more in private, not in front of all these people. But because I identify as they, them, does that mean I can vote multiple times?
Well, have you voted already?
No, I have not.
Well, maybe since
That's a legitimate question,
It
actually.
is. Tulsi, do you want to take this? Well, I will tell you that since you haven't voted yet, maybe as they, them could vote for Trump Vance 2024.
Okay. Can I vote twice?
Probably not.
Okay, then I'm not a they, them anymore.
But I will say, though, that you can cancel out any of your support with Kamala Harris by voting for Donald Trump.
I will be voting for Donald Trump in 2024.
Thank you, Bryce, for your question. Give it up for Bryce, everybody.
All right, now how the fuck do I get out of here?
Okay. All right.
First of all, wow. It's crazy to see two of the most active conservatives here, and thank you, Mrs. Tulsi, for your service. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate you for defending our country.
Thank you.
And so,
What's your name?
My name is Jew, like the religion, but I'm a Christian. So,
Do you have to say that a lot?
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a signature calling card, but that's just me. So for context for my question, I suffer from anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder. I've been through a lot in my life. I've done good things and I've done bad things, and because of my life experiences, I have a very bad tendency to catastrophize a lot about a lot of things, but more specifically our future. And I look on social media and everywhere I go, and admittedly fake news, but I go everywhere, I look everywhere, and I see a lot of hatred and a lot of division going on from mostly the left, admittedly, but overall it's just a lot of hatred and division going on. And so the question I really want to ask you both is, as men and women of America, as religious people, and as political figures, what inspires you? What inspires you to keep on going and to keep on being optimistic in a country that seems to be so full of hate and political division right now?
First of all,
it's okay if I record, right?
Of course.
Thank you.
I find my hope in God and God's unconditional love for every single one of us.
Yeah.
So no matter how dark the days may seem, and sometimes there are very dark days, and we face dark times in our future, if we don't take action now and in this election, but even in those darkest of times where I find strength, where I find peace, and where I find courage to be a voice for common sense and the truth and freedom for all Americans, it comes from knowing that God's love is eternal and that He will give me that clarity and strength to do the right thing for the right reasons.
Thank you.
and for me, I mean, look around.
This is perfect. This is perfect. I love the way Charlie actually, answered the first question, and the way he convinced him to vote for Donald Trump. And this question for Tulsi, look at the way she answered it, and she brought God first. And that is so very, very understandable, very, very sweet. And I love that. Bring
Around you. This should give you hope for the future. I mean, this is supposed to be on a liberal college campus, and I agree with Tulsi. We must understand that there is a God and we are not him, and that God has a plan, and that God loves us. And as a Christian, I believe that God loves us, and as a Christian, I believe that manifested in his son, Jesus Christ, and those who give their life to Jesus Christ. And so, look, we must not grow tired in doing good or noble things. And what an amazing thing. And I'll only correct one thing you say.
Okay.
Because this is not about conservative or liberal today. I consider myself a conservative. Tulsi at one time ran for president as a Democrat. Everybody, this is a moment that's bigger than politics.
Yes.
That this is now bigger than whether Charlie's a conservative or Tulsi was co-chair of the DNC. This is about America and defeating the forces that want to destroy our country.
Amen.
That is what this is all
Let's
about.
go!
Thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you for coming here today.
Thank you, Jew.
Thank you. Who's up next?
So, first off, I'd like to personally thank Tulsi Gabbard for destroying Harris's 2020 presidential run. And so this is mainly towards Charlie Kirk, because I sort of know your views. Obviously, the topic of like foreign involvement, U.S. foreign involvement in foreign countries is a little contentious with conservatives right now. How would you balance supporting our allies and supporting, even if it unfortunately means we have to send troops in, with how would you balance that with also working on our supporting our own people?
I think this is actually a better question for Tulsi, if that's okay.
No.
This is one of her passion topics, and Tulsi served and serves in our military. And so, Tulsi, you want to take that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is personal for a lot of reasons. I still serve in the Army Reserve. I'm a lieutenant colonel and a battalion commander. I've deployed to 3 different war zones at different times over the last 20 years. I have friends who are deployed into combat zones today. I know Kamala Harris is not aware of their existence, which is both a sad and disastrous state of affairs that in and of itself disqualifies her to be our commander-in-chief. But I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who lost both of his legs in combat. And all of us who raise our hands and volunteer to serve in our military are willing to lay our lives down to ensure the safety, security, and freedom of the American people. What we do not sign up for is politicians who care more about feeding the military-industrial complex and the war machine than they do about our lives, but the safety and security of the American people's lives. What we need are leaders, and this is why I've endorsed President Trump in this election, who will always make those decisions in balancing. You asked a very good question. How do you balance the need for us to engage and stand with our allies and partners and put the American people's interests first? Every decision has to be made within the context of what serves the needs of the American people first, period. And that includes our national security needs. That includes our liberty and our freedom, which is often on the line when we are in a state of war. The war machine takes advantage of that to try to take away more of our freedom. And it has to do with our economic well-being as well. If we have a president and commander-in-chief who makes every decision about what's in the best interest of the American people, we won't go wrong.
And I'll just say one thing. We don't have to overcomplicate this. We should not send another dollar to Ukraine while our border is wide open. Period. Yes, please follow up with Tulsi, but that's my position in one sentence.
So the reason I asked that is a little personal because I'm from Japan, and obviously China has been increasingly aggressive. And why a lot of Japanese people are reluctant to fully support Trump is they're afraid that you'll sort of throw us under the bus if China drags Japan into a war. So,
Here's what I'd say to that, and I understand the concern, but we need a president who will prevent war.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. But,
period.
I agree.
And the opportunity is there with the right kind of leadership, and this is a huge point of difference between President Trump and Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has criticized President Trump for doing what we should expect our leaders to do, which is to engage in direct diplomacy, whether it be with dictators or adversaries, opposition, as well as friends and partners, because that's how you that is how you prevent war. Yes, it is strength, it is peace through strength, but that's not just through the buildup of military hardware and capability. That's through engaging in the kind of leadership that we've seen in President John F. Kennedy, that we've seen in President Ronald Reagan, and that we saw in President Trump's first administration.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. All right, people who have election-related questions, disagreements for Tulsi and I, come on to the front of the line.
This is a very brilliant answer. We need a president that will prevent war. And that is so amazing. Guys, Tulsi is actually speaking out of experience, and she's using her experience as a mini trillion, to break it down, in Christian and in Trump's way. You get me? Okay.
Guys are just, we can keep going. So it's open mic. Thank you.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Eileen. I am a U.S. citizen, but I was raised in Mexico. I came here because my parents one day want to come back, but legally, they want to do it in the right way. And by coming here to school, it was going to be an opportunity. But the school looks like it's going to give more opportunity to people who don't come here legally, instead of me, who I am a citizen, and I've been working for over a year to get my scholarship. Nothing came back, so today I had to drop out of college, sadly.
I'm sorry.
And how is it possible that I have to go back to my parents in Mexico and trying to look for a job there when I've been looking for months here in the United States as a citizen to fight for my rights, to get a job and get an income here just so my parents can come back in the right way. And also, my family is fully Democrat. I am here opening up. Finally, if they see me over there, I'm sorry for you, but I've opened my eyes. Thank you.
I'd love your thoughts on this, Tulsi, but I'll say this. It is reprehensible and wrong that the people that come here the right way are punished and the people that come here the wrong way are rewarded. That is wrong.
Yes.
The people that cut in line get benefits. Mm-hmm. They get taxpayer-funded subsidies. They get flights to the city they're choosing. They get luxury hotels. Where you came here the right way. You followed the rules,
yes,
and you are being punished. It is a breakdown of justice and fairness, and Donald Trump will not put up with that. He will say, if you follow the rules, you'll be rewarded. If you break the rules, you will be punished. That is what Trump will do as president.
This is looking so.
I just want to encourage you and tell you to stay strong. Don't give up. Keep up the fight. You are doing the right thing in the right way, and know that you're not alone. Thank you.
Please tell me that on the comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next one. Bye.